Greetings from Olympic Sports Center, Athens. It's the Turkish Airlines EuroLeague playoffs, and it's game 2 of the series between Panathinaikos Superfoods Athens and Fenerbahce Istanbul. In game 1, just 48 hours ago, was a huge turnaround in the second half of that game. After Panathinaikos was leading by 16 points, they ended up losing by 13 as Fenerbahce ruled the second half. And George Zidek, you don't see that kind of thing in the playoffs too often, but it's the first time we've seen Fenerbahce really healthy for a few months, and they really showed what they have.
Frank, this is exactly in line with the comment that Bogdan Bogdanovic made after the game when he said, we are very unpredictable when we are healthy. And Fenerbahce did dominate the last 18 minutes of the game, winning 40-9 in a very tough place, because let's not forget that Panathinaikos during the regular season had a record of 14-1 in this place.
And of course, Bogdan Bogdanovic was the game 1 MVP of the 4 series in the Turkish Airlines EuroLeague playoffs, just showing a tremendous amount of leadership for a young player.
Absolutely, he stepped up and he was there for his team when they needed him the most. He had 23 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists, and 3 blocks. He was a one-man wrecking crew.
And if you think, what does Panathinaikos have to do tonight to just retake control of their home court and get back in this series?
Well, point number 1 is just to forget about game 1. I think Xavi Pascual made it clear in the pregame comments, we have to put the game 1 behind us and start playing the basketball that we know how to do. They have to use all 5 players on the court. They have to use all court. They have to go to the corner, spread, and do a good job in spacing the court.
One of the players who didn't have a good game is one of the stars of Panathinaikos, Chris Singleton. He started in the playoffs last year for Lokomotiv Kuban and Krasnodar. You know they have the players to try to come back in this series.
And he's a very versatile player and enjoying a great season with Panathinaikos. He can go outside and hit the outside shot, but he's very effective on the inside. But he does need better passing and better looks from his teammates to be more effective in scoring.
Fenerbahce is trying to become the first team ever in the EuroLeague playoffs to win the first 2 games on the road in a series, and Panathinaikos is trying to lock down their home court and get their first win against their ex-coach Željko Obradović. It's tonight's special playoffs edition of the Turkish Airlines EuroLeague Game of the Week between Panathinaikos and Fenerbahce.